Well, some people living in a Minneapolis apartment complex say their heat hasn't been working on and off since November.
And they tell Fox 9 their calls to the management company have gone unanswered. Fox 9's Leon Purvis spoke to some people who live in that building. And Leon, the heat went out earlier this week during those dangerously cold temperatures.
Randy, Amy, that's correct. These are just some of the notes residents left in the hall at the Brentwood Apartments, like no heat and no water for 5 days. And some even asked for rent reduction. Tonight, they say they just want their heat to stay on the rest of winter.
Look at this, y'all. It's so damn cold in my apartment building inside that I can see my breath.
This is what people who live at the Brentwood Apartments in the Loring Park neighborhood of Minneapolis say they go through when the heat is out. They've had to bundle up at home.
Like thermal, like long sleeve, long underwear, one layer, sweatpants, sweatshirt, hat.
On a wall in the entryway are these signs. One of them reads, quote, "Because the heat and water are fixed doesn't mean it is permanently fixed."
Our heat went out one time in November, and since then we've had inconsistent heat issues.
Jack Ledke shows us inside his apartment. He says the pipes froze in the beginning of January because the heat was out for 6 days.
We won't have any heat for multiple days before maintenance comes to fix the issue, allegedly, and then the issue returns in a couple of days.
On Thursday, he had warm running water in his bathroom. However, Ledke says that wasn't the case recently.
We didn't have hot water for 5 days. Had to drive to my sister's to take a shower.
He says during part of that time, temperatures outside dropped below zero. Ledke says it wasn't the first time, just the most recent time the heat wasn't working.
Last Friday, they finally sent out space heaters to us, which are not enough to heat our apartments.
Now, before we went to the Brentwood Apartments this afternoon, we called the property manager who told us the heat was on and there were no issues. While we were there, a maintenance man showed up to make repairs, and we did reach out to Quad Rail Realty Group and haven't heard back. And just before 9 tonight, one of the residents we spoke with told us the heat is off again. Live in studio, Leon Purvis, Fox 9.